everybody. So it's Zion day 3. First time I've ever been here, and it's not disappointing. This is what I would call a target-rich environment. We're up the Kolob Canyon. We're up in the Kolob Canyon area, and we're up a trail that's not really marked on the map, but it's definitely a real trail. And it's interesting, obviously. I mean, there's just so much to shoot. It's just amazing. The light's perfect. The light's really beautiful. Learned a lot of things. You know, you got to get your gear out there. And since last year I was shooting the 4x5, the Hasselblad, and the Fujis. And this year I dropped the Hasselblad and added the, well, I still have the 4x5, but I added the Sony, and I still have the Fujis. And the Sony's okay, but it's not really cutting it, to be honest with you. It's I'm finding that the Fujis it makes more sense because I have to do the videos to have one camera system. And the other thing is like, my brain doesn't work by switching back and forth different cameras, sometimes video, sometimes stills, etc. And Thomas Heaton shoots his, one of the things he does is he shoots his XT3 for stills and his XT4 for video. And yeah, that's making a lot of sense. I mean, it might be obvious to some people. Sorry about the wind noise. Hopefully this lav mic's not picking it up too bad. It's a little breezy out here. I did shoot some 4x5 stuff, and that's interesting. More big black and white stuff, so we'll see when I process that film. But I've been doing a lot of work with the XT3 and enjoying it. But yeah, the XT4 dedicated to movies, and the XT3 for stills, and it just works great. One set of lenses. It's lightweight. I've got, I've been shooting, you know, when I first started photography, when I first started doing landscape photography 30 years ago, I couldn't get wide enough. And then I went through a phase where I couldn't get long enough. Maybe that's what happens when you get older. I don't know. I might delete that. But now I'm at a point where, like, my most used lens on this trip is the 18-55 normal zoom. It's like I've come back to the middle and just loving it. I mean, I do, the wide stuff is great. Like, this is the new 10-24 WR for the video. That's great because, you know, you guys want to see where I'm at, and clearly I'm someplace interesting right now. But for my still photography, a lot of it, I'd say 90% of what I've been shooting has been the 18-55, which I found kind of interesting. So the weather has been spectacularly beautiful. About 65, 70 degrees, sunshine, little breeze, little clouds. Best time of the year. It's not too crazy busy, but it is Zion. And from what I understand, this weekend, it's Sunday. From what I understand, this weekend, the main canyon, forget about it. They're running the shuttle, so we're going to head over there tomorrow. And you can still drive up the canyon from what I understand, so we'll see how that works out. But anyway, so I'm just getting this shot here of these. I like the 3 pine trees or 4 pine trees up against the rock there. I don't know about that ridge up there, the Desert Varnish. I might switch over to the 55-200 for that Desert Varnish up there, but it is in shadow. But I'm kind of liking that up there. And so, yeah, it's just amazing. This is the kind of place you just set up your tripod and you take like 10 shots. And then, you know, and yeah, just fantastic. So it is what it's cracked up to be. This is one heck of a place. So that shot there was f10 at a 1/25 ISO 160. Because I wanted to get the Instagram, the histogram right where I wanted it. One of my favorite features of the Fuji camera is the ability to put the histogram in the viewfinder. It's very tiny and it's in the bottom right hand side, and it really helps a lot with your photography. I've definitely enjoyed using that on this trip. The Chloe the Labrador is shedding her spring coat, her winter coat, and everything in the camper is covered in white, yellow Labrador dog fur. I'm going to have to spend about 30 minutes defurring everything, and I'm just talking about my camera equipment. This is amazing. Been shooting everything on manual, and the Fuji makes it easy with the ISO, the apertures, and the shutter speeds right there. Out in the bright light, the rear LCD becomes pretty much unusable, and everything becomes viewfinder centric, and I can get all the information in the Fuji viewfinder, and it really works out great. I switched over to the 55-200, and I aimed my lens to the left and up above the last shot. This shot right here that I'm taking is going to become Rockwall Kolob Canyon, Utah, and I'm very pleased with this image. F11 to the 60th, 160. Now I'm switching my camera from vertical to horizontal using the L bracket, and I'm swinging over to the right a little bit on the ledge just below the last shot. And this shot that I'm taking here becomes Tree and Desert Varnish, which is another shot that I'm absolutely thrilled with, and is becoming part of my portfolio and will be part of my 2021 box set, as well as along with Rockwall Kolob Canyon, Utah. I've got the front button. There's the lens release button, and then there's the button up top on the front of the camera. I've got that set to bring up the instant level. I hate having the level on all the time with that green line across the middle. It drives me nuts. But I've got the front button set to turn that super level on, and I've been using that like every shot. And there's something weird about being out here. You line up your shot, you hit the level, and your camera's all sideways, and it happens every time. And I move it back, and I get it level, and everything, it makes a better shot. So very useful to have it work like that. I mean, this is the kind of place that Zion is. You've got, I've got 2 portfolio shots for my box set and prints that I want to sell. And I didn't even have to move my tripod. It's just absolutely fascinating place to photograph. So that's pretty much what I've got for you in terms of on-location photography videos. My hat's off to people who go out and make videos while they're photographing. It is just a tremendously difficult thing to do because you're concentrating on trying to get decent photographs, and then you're trying to make a video at the same time. It's just, what a skill to have. And it's a skill I'm working on, but clearly I've got a long way to go. Well, I appreciate you watching, and this was a great shoot. I had a great time, and I got 2 or 3 really great photographs that I'm very happy with, all in one location, which was really fascinating. And that's just the way it goes, you know. So thanks for watching. Have a great one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.